So honestly, I thought everything was going good in the office. We were nearly finished. The electrician were coming to fit the new fuse board, and then this happened. We were days away from getting done as well. So the electrician came to fit the new fuse board, found out the problem with the incoming supply was dangerous, so we've had to ring Western Power up to come and put a new cable in. They came out straight away and put a new cable in, but that caused us 2 or 3 days of not having power inside the property. Now we've got 4 days to get everything finished, get the electrician back in, to get it all powered up and get it all finished off. Quick update of where we are. We need to get the painters just to finish bits and bobs off in here. Got the sign people to come and put the signs up here. We need Danny to come back and do the desk. So we're going to have a desk going around here. So it'll go around here like an L-shaped desk. Got the nice flooring down to make it look nice and grand. Electrician to come back and finish the smokes. It's all within 4 days, so we've got 4 days, like I said, to get this done. Desk's finished now. You know, with paint everywhere. So the electrician's going to come today. He's going to cut this in, so we're going to have these pop-up plugs done for deck and all the stuff. So to write all the numbers down and have signs up again. So we've got another signage here. What's going to go here? Put the kitchen in. We're waiting on the kitchen to come, so we didn't have time to wait. Get the staff in as fast as we can. 4 days to get it done, so it's just literally getting the cleaners in, getting a big push, getting it all finished, which hopefully we should be there after the delays what we had. Once the power was finally back on, everything started moving. Lost a couple of days because of the electrical issue, so now it's all hands on deck to get the office finished in time.
You hear that in your sleep, don't you?
Danny and my dad cracked on building all the desks while everyone else got stuck into jobs that has been on hold. It's funny how quickly a building starts to feel different. A few hours earlier it was an empty shell, and now you can actually picture the team working in here. There was still plenty left to do, but for the first time this week it felt like we was actually going to make the deadline. At the same time, Sam and Vic were trying to stay ahead while everyone else was making a mess. Finally seeing the Elate branding on the wall was a proud moment. We put a lot into this business, and now it felt like we had an office to reflect where the business was heading. While everyone carries on to finish the office, I wanted to head over to Knighton Street to see how things was progressing there. One thing I've learned is just because one project is busy, the others don't stop. So before we reveal the final finish of the office, let's go and check over at Knighton Street to see the progress there. Right, before we go back to the office and do the reveal of the office, now it's near enough finished, we thought I'd come back here and do a quick update. The lads has been really busy over the last week or so. They've started plastering everywhere, as you can see, getting the boards on. We've had a slight problem with the electrics. The electrician came and said it needed a rewire. So what we've done is rewired it. He's been busy over the last couple of days rewiring it all, which then makes us progress so we can continue finishing the boarding. You can see through here, we're starting to get the boards on here. The big change in here is the opening. So as I explained on the other videos where we're going to open the kitchen up, you can see it's now done, and it lets a lot more space into the kitchen. So the kitchen then will come round here and round here, and it'll feel open, like an open planned house, like a modern way. Yesterday, my dad was down here getting the garden tidied up. He cleaned all the rubbish and tidied everything up and made the outside look a lot more presentable. He's 81 now, but there's still no stopping him. As you can see, there's still a lot to do here, but each week we'll get closer and closer getting it pushed forward. But now let's go back over to the office and see if we can get that finished in time or not. So let's head over there now. After the problems we've had this week, it's hard to believe that this is the same place. A few days ago, we was wondering if we'd even have power in here. Now we've got the reception nearly finished, the logo's up, and the desk in place. It's starting to feel like home. This office isn't about just having somewhere bigger to work, it's about creating space for the next stage of the business. When we first started Elate, we never imagined we'd end up with an office like this. There has been plenty of setbacks a few stressful moments and more last minute jobs than I'd like to remember. But standing here now, it's all been worthwhile. The office is finally ready, and next week the whole team moves in. So just a quick recap, this week's probably been one of the most stressful weeks we've had in a while. When the electrician came and he found the problem with the incoming supply, I thought we weren't going to get done this week and we'd have to push the moving date back by a week. Especially when Western Power came out and cut the supply off. We were left a couple of days without any power, so the tradespeople couldn't get there and we couldn't get the job done. But as soon as the power came back on, fair plays to everyone, they all came back, got the job pushed on. I don't know how we did it, but we've done it. So looking at the office now, it's hard to believe how it looked a couple of weeks back, and it's even harder to believe how it looked when we first brought the building. So the progress what we've made on that is massive. We've done really well, and I'm really proud of everyone getting it done and pulling together to get it finished. But it's not just a nice office, it's somewhere where we can grow the team at Elate and we can push the business forward. I never imagined that we'd be in an office in the town centre location in a prominent position, and the business is going as good as it. Now we've actually got space to take on more clients, grow the team and keep pushing the business forward and moving it forward like we have been doing. The funny thing is, finishing the office is actually the easy part. Next week we find out if it actually all comes together and the team can move in without any disruptions to the business, and we can keep the business running while we're doing that.